Here is an explanation for the answer to final exam question number 73 in Alternative Energy Demystified, 2nd edition. If you have the printed book, you'll find it at the top of page 327. We're talking here about a direct photovoltaic power system. That's PV, that's what PV stands for. Photovoltaic power system designed for home cooling. You should be able to power all of the following devices except one. Which one? Well, a direct photovoltaic power system. That means it doesn't have any batteries. It doesn't have any... it may have an inverter, but it doesn't necessarily have to. The solar cells basically just provide the power directly to the appliances without involving the utility grid, without involving storage batteries. So you are reliant upon the sun shining on those photovoltaic cells in order to get this system to function. That's what direct PV power system means. Well, you can't generally expect a system like this to power anything very heavy duty. So a refrigerator, for example, it probably wouldn't work very well. An electric oven or range, absolutely not. And a central air conditioning unit, most likely not, because that is a heavy duty appliance. All of the others, though, an electric fan doesn't demand very much power. A humidifier doesn't. That's just a fan with a filter and a little bit of water that absorbs up into the filter, and the fan blows the air through that wet filter and cools it. An evaporative cooler, that's basically the same as a humidifier, except bigger. A humidifier, one of the artifacts of a humidifier is that it will cool the air as it passes through, in addition to adding water vapor to it. But if it's big enough, you have an evaporative cooler, sometimes also known as a swamp cooler. That'll work too, because all it really needs for the power is a little pump to get the water into a reservoir for the filter and the electric fan. But a central air conditioning unit is a heavy-duty appliance, so the correct answer here is B, and I will show you a schematic diagram of a system like this. Direct photovoltaic system. It has, this particular system does have a power inverter, so it will provide power as long as the sun shines on these solar cells. But of course at night that's not going to happen, and on a cloudy day you're not going to get much out of this. If you have enough solar cells, this should work even on a cloudy day, but it depends upon the size of the solar panel and how much you're willing to spend on it. The power inverter, regulator, and switch produces your utility electricity and then goes to the appliances. An electric fan, an evaporative cooler, a humidifier, computers, small lamps, especially the new LED types, or in some cases small CFLs that don't take up very much power. But of course you're only going to get lights to work when the sun shines on here, and so at night you're going to be out of luck with your lights. But you can't power anything really heavy duty like a refrigerator or a central air conditioning unit. So once again, the correct answer to this question is B.